everybody, and thank you so much for watching my video. In this part 1, we will make the squares, and in part 2 we'll put the poncho together. I've made 4 squares. One square is about 16 inches across and about 20 inches diagonal. I've made 4. This is the right side, and again this is the right side. Here we have the wrong side of the square and the right side of the square. So in part 1 we will make the square, and in part 2 we will put the poncho together. To make this poncho, I'm using 2 colors that match together, and I use the yarn Be Glowing Pink Multi and from Karen the Simply Soft yarn. And then for the spiral here, the spiral, we will use the Tunisian hooks. You can use a short one or you can use a longer one. It doesn't matter as long as it's a double-ended hook. And I'm using size 4.5 millimeter or US size 7. And then for this outer part here, so the spiral will be done in Tunisian crocheting, and this outer part is regular crocheting, and you can still use your hook, or you can use a regular crocheting hook for this outer part. Make a chain of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then make a slip stitch into the very first chain to make a ring. And start round 1. Make 10 single crochets into the ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Slip stitch into the first single crochet and start round 2. Chain 1 and then into the same single crochet, make a slip stitch, but leave that first loop on the hook, don't slip through that, and make another chain. We have 2 loops on the hook. Now we will double up on every stitch. Go through the next single crochet, pull through and make a chain, then do it again, pull through and make a chain. Now we have 4. We doubled up again, then go to the next stitch, pull through, make a chain, and the same thing to the same stitch, pull through and make a chain. Now we have 6 stitches. Turn your work over, and now we can follow up with the second color. I take my second color, I pull through the first loop, and from here on out we always will pull through 2 loops. So pull the yarn through 2, the pink, the dark pink and the light pink through 2, and then again the dark and the light through 2 and through 2. And I like to always leave 2 loops on the hook before I turn my work. I turn my work and then I will double up again, pull through, make a chain, same stitch, pull through, make a chain, and go to the next stitch, pull through, make a chain, pull through, the same stitch, make a chain, then pull your other color through, turn your work, pull the other color through 2 loops, and 2 and 2 and 2, and then continue with this pattern again. Make 2 stitches into every stitch. Don't make all the way to the end. Leave 1 stitch empty. Instead of single crochets we will make half doubles, and I'll show you how to do that. Starting on the first stitch, this pink bar right here, you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. The last 2 stitches we will make half double crochets, yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull through, and then also pull through the yarn over. Then repeat again, yarn over and into the same stitch, pull through, and also pull through the yarn over. Now we're at the end of the round. Into the next round we will not have really beginnings and ends anymore, we will just spiral. So we can start round 3 now. We will always go into these bars, so we go into that bar and then into this one and so on into this one. Into the first bar right here, make a double crochet, go through that bar, pull through once and then pull through 2 loops, and we will double up again. So that means into the same bar right here we make another double crochet, pull through and then pull through 2 loops. And I can turn my work and follow with the dark color. Now from here on out we will make treble crochets. We doubled up, we made 10, then 20, and now we will have 40 stitches for the treble crochet. Yarn over twice, go into the next bar, pull through, then through 2 and through 2 loops, and into the same stitch again a treble. We will double up again into every stitch. Then another treble into the next stitch, and the second one into the same stitch, the same bar. And then one more time into the next stitch, double up, and again. Sometimes it's easy to forget that you have to pull one time through. You see that yarn over here, so when you see that, you know you have to pull through one more time. Then I turn my work and I pull through 2 loops. Please continue to make the treble crochets all the way around, and I want to show you where we started. Here we made the 2 double crochets, then 2 trebles, 2 trebles, 2 trebles, and I like to put a stitch marker into the first double crochet right here, so I know right here this stitch is the last stitch where we have to make the 2 trebles all the way around, 2 trebles into each stitch. This is the last one here, and then where the stitch marker is we will start the new round. I'm finishing round 3. I have to make 2 more trebles into the last stitch, 1 and 2. Then I'm pulling my dark color through, and now you can double check if you have made 40 trebles. Start here with the marker and count 1, 2, 3, 4 all the way around the pink stitches, and then this should be 39 and 40. And now we start our new round, round 4. In round 4 we will alternate. We will make 1 treble crochet and then 2 treble crochets. So the first stitch gets 1 treble, and I can move my stitch marker. In the next stitch make 2 trebles. 1 and 2. Then into the next stitch make only 1 again, 1 treble, and then in the next stitch make 2 again. So we always make 1 treble and then 2 trebles, 1 treble and then 2. So I started out 1, 2, 1, and then 2. And when the circle gets bigger, you can have more stitches on your hook. So now we have to do 1 again and then 2 again. And at the end of round 4, you can count 1, 2, 3, 4 all the way around. And we should have 59, 60 treble crochet. And in the last stitch, they have to be 2 treble crochet. And that makes 59 and 60. And we can start round 5. Round 5 will be the same pattern as in round 4. I make the first treble crochet into where I made the stitch marker, the first stitch, and then in the next stitch I make 2 trebles, 1 and 2, and I can move my stitch marker. And then I make 1 treble again, and into the next stitch 2 trebles again this way. In this round we will make 90 treble crochets. So just repeat the same thing. 1, 2 trebles, 1 treble, 2 trebles in round 5 for 90 treble crochet. I finished round 5 with the 90 trebles, and in the last stitch I have 2 treble crochet again. Start round 6. In round 6 you will make only 1 treble crochet into each space, and I move my stitch marker to the new stitch, and now we will just again have 90 trebles. Make a treble crochet in each of the previous stitches. At the end of round 6, I'm still at 90 stitches because I didn't double up. I just made a treble into every previous treble. Let's start round 7. In round 7 we will increase to 135, and we will repeat again. We make a treble into the first stitch, and I move my stitch marker. And then 2 trebles into the next stitch. Then again 1 treble into the next stitch. And 2 trebles into the next stitch. So again, 1, 2, 1, 2 for 135 trebles. At the end of round 7, I've made 135 trebles. In round 8, we will make treble crochet into every previous treble crochet. Move my marker and keep making trebles into all the previous stitches. But only make 133. Because at the end we will make the last 2 stitches with half doubles and a double crochet, so just leave those empty and I will show you how to do the last 2 stitches. Everything else is treble crochet into every treble crochet. I've made 133 treble crochet, and now into my last 2 stitches I will make 2 double crochet in the same stitch, that's the second to last, 1, and the second double into the same stitch, and then into the last stitch a half double, pull through the loop and also through the yarn over. Now take your hook and put it through the first stitch, turn your work over and go through all the stitches. Go through all the stitches until you have only one loop, the second color left on your hook. And now we will continue with the regular crocheting. I turn my work back over again, and you can double check again. You should have 136 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 135 and 136. You can continue with this Tunisian hook, but I prefer my regular crocheting hook. It's a size 7 or the 4.5 millimeter hook, and I'm going into my secondary color, my red, and start round 9. Make a chain, and then into the same stitch, into the pink yarn, make a single crochet, and I'm moving my marker into that single crochet. Then chain 1, skip the next stitch, the pink bar, and make a single crochet. Chain 1, skip the next stitch and make a single crochet, and so on. Chain 1, skip 1 and make a single crochet. Make that all the way to the end of the round, and you will have 68 chain spaces. And I will finish round 9. I make a chain. Here's my last chains, my last stitch that I'm skipping, and then I make a slip stitch into the single crochet. And start round 10. Now we can mark our corners. Here's my slip stitch that I just made, and I put my marker into the first chain space. Then I counted 16 empty chain spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and into the 17th I put my marker. Then I count again, 16, so 16 empty spaces, and into the 17th I put my marker, and I repeat this 2 more times. Count 16 empty spaces and put your marker, and then count 16 spaces again, and it should bring you back to the first marker. So you always have the markers and then 16 empty spaces in between. And now we will start to make our square. Now we will start this pattern here. We will make 4 corners, and in between the corners we will repeat this 4 times. So let's start. Make 3 trebles, 2 chains and 3 trebles into the first corner. Go where the marker is and make a slip stitch. Chain 4 for the first treble. Then make 2 more trebles into the same chain space, 1 and 2 trebles. Then 2 chains, and then 3 more trebles into the same chain space. 1, 2, and 3. Now each of these are put in a chain space. There's 16, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we will do in every chain space this pattern. We will start with 2 double crochets. So I put 2D in the first chain space, 2 double crochet into the same chain space, then into the next chain space 2 double crochet, into the next chain space 2 double crochet, into the next 3 chain spaces make 2 half doubles, 2 half doubles, 2 half doubles. Go to the next chain space, make 2 half doubles into that chain space, then to the next chain space make 2 half doubles, and into the next chain space make 2 half doubles, 1 and 2. Now we will make 4 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 single crochets into the next 4 chain spaces. 1 single and 2 into the same, then into the next 2 single crochets. That's the second time, and the third time we make 2 singles again, and the last time, the fourth time, 2 single crochet into the same chain space. And now we will repeat what we did here over here 3 times. 1, 2, 3 half doubles, 1 half double, 2 half doubles. Move on to the next space, make the second time 1 half double, 2, and the third time 1 and 2. Now the next 3 chain spaces get 2 doubles, 1, 2 into the next chain space, and into the next chain space 2 doubles, 1, 2, and into the next chain space. And now here's our corner, so we know we did it right. 1 and 2, and then repeat the corner again what we did over here. 3 trebles, 1, 2, 3, 2 chains, and 3 trebles. And then repeat into those next 16 chain spaces again. 2 doubles, 2 doubles, 2 doubles, 2 halves, 2 halves, 2 halves, 2 singles, 2 singles, 2 singles, 2 singles 4 times. So this is 3 times doubles, 3 times half, then 1, 2, 3, 4, because we have 16 spaces, so we have to divide it by 16. Then 4 singles, 2 into each space, then 2 half doubles, 1, 2, 3 times, and then 2 doubles, 1, 2, 3, and then repeat this corner. And you can do this 3 more times, and then I show you the next round. So after the corner we just did, we will start with the 2 doubles into each space again, and then just repeat this pattern all the way to the end of this round. So we will have 4 times this section right here with 4 corners. I'm at my last chain space, and I make 2 more double crochet into that chain space, and then a slip stitch into the 4th chain to finish this round and start round 11. As you can see, we're forming our corners, and this here is starting to straighten out. In round 11 we will have the same stitches, but the corners will change a bit. This is our new corner: 2 trebles, 3 chains, and 2 trebles. Chain 4 for the first treble, and where we made trebles we will make trebles. So make 2 more trebles into the next stitches, 1 and 2. So now we have 3 treble over the 3 previous trebles. Now in this chain space you make 2 trebles, 3 chains, and 2 trebles. 2 trebles, 3 chains, and 2 trebles into the same chain space. Then we made 3 trebles here, so we will make 3 trebles. 1, 2, and the 3rd one. Then we started with this pattern, and we will do exactly the same thing. We will repeat where we made doubles, we make doubles, where we made half doubles, we will make half doubles, and where we made singles, now we make singles. We made 6 doubles, 2, 2, and 2, so make 6 doubles. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then we made the half doubles, 1, 2, 3 times 2, also 6, so make 6 half doubles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then we made 8 singles, 4 times 2, and we make 8 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we made the 6 half doubles, 3 times the 2. So we make 6 half doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then we made 6 doubles, the 2 times 3 or the 3 times 2. So we make 6 doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we have the 3 trebles from our previous corners where we made 3 trebles, 2 chains and 3 trebles, and we make our second corner the same way. Over the trebles, make 3 trebles. 1, 2, and 3, and into the chain space our new pattern, 2 trebles, 3 chains and 2 trebles. 1, 2, then 3 chains and 2 trebles. 1, 2. Then again we will start the new pattern with the 3 trebles because we have 3 trebles in the previous round. 3 trebles, and then we will repeat again the same thing we did here. We make 6 double crochet, 6 half doubles, 8 singles, 6 half doubles, and 6 doubles into the previous stitches, and we repeat that 3 more times. And as you can see, we are starting to getting a really nice looking square. I'm at the end of round 11, and now I will pull my pink yarn through. You can either cut it or just take it up. And I will go into the 4th chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, but into the upper loop only. Make a slip stitch and start round 12. Into the same stitch, do not make a chain, just make another single crochet into the same stitch, so into the same back loop. Make a single crochet, and you can put a marker into the back loop of the single crochet. This round will be all single crochets into the back loop, so every back loop of every stitch gets a single crochet. When you get to the corner, we will make 2 single crochets into the corner, 3 chains, and 2 single crochets into the same chain space. Then continue with all single crochets into the back loop all the way around. This round is only single crochets, and then in the corner 2 single crochets, 3 chains and single crochet. I'm making my last single crochet in this round, and then I will slip stitch where I put my marker into the first single crochet, and now I'm pulling the dark color through again. Slip stitch and start round 13. Now we will make double crochets. 1, 2, 3 chains for the first double crochet, and now into every back loop of the previous single crochet make a double crochet. And here the single crochet we made into the corner, 2 of them, so make the 2 double crochet. Then when you get to the corner, into that chain space make 2 double crochet, 3 chains and 2 double crochet. Then continue with a double crochet into every back loop of the previous single crochet. And in the corner, make 2 double crochet, 3 chains and 2 double crochet. If you count from chain space to chain space, you will have 50 double crochet on each side. I'm making my last double crochet into my last stitch, and then I make a slip stitch into the 1, 2, 3 into the 3rd chain, but only the top loop, and I pull my pink yarn through again and start round 14. In round 14 we will make single crochets again. Make a single crochet into the same stitch, into the same back loop, and then make single crochets all around. When you get to the corner, make 2 single crochets, 3 chains and 2 single crochets into the chain space, and then continue with the back loop. Make single crochets in all the back loops, and then in the corner 2 single crochet, 3 chains and 2 single crochets, 3 chains and 2 single crochet. I'm making my last single crochet, and then I start the last round. Go into the back loop again of the single crochet and pull the dark color through. Start round 15. In this round we will make all double crochet again. 1, 2, 3 chains for the first double, and again in the back loop make double crochet. And in the corner again, 2 doubles, 3 chains and 2 doubles. And then continue with the double crochet. This is our last round, and we will have 58 double crochet from side to side. So you count here, and then to the other corner there will be 58. At the end of round 15, the last round, I make a double crochet, but I leave 2 loops on the hook. And then I thread my needle through, and I'm going to those 2 loops. Then I count 1, 2, 3 chains, and into the 4th stitch, that's this double crochet, I'm going through that 4th stitch and then back into that first loop. Now we have the stitches to match, and if you count the stitches, there should be 58 from corner to corner. And I'm just gonna sew this in, and our square is finished. hope to see you in part 2, where we will put our poncho together. Bye bye. Thank you for watching.